Everything in the way that it's gonna be big. I ain't looking at nothing small no more.
Really, you at that point to where, bro, you done got that big ass track record to where you don't even have to prove nothing to nobody. Now it's about you growing as an individual.
Boy, he just dropped some shit instead of that.
Yeah,
Tell you
it gotta be a purpose.
Hey, yo. You already know what y'all tuned into. Catch a Jux TV with A Jux. And we going to get right into it, boy. We're going to get right into this crazy, scary story situation of Lil Von, OTF Vonni, Vonnie's father. We're going to get right into it, man. All right. Obviously, you can see what I got up here. Scary story. And I think these the motherfuckers that did King Von and Lil Durk the worst right here. This is just what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling. All right, y'all. First of all, you know, let's start with the father, right? Let's start with OTF Vonnie father. OTF Vonnie father lived somewhere in Mississippi or some shit, raised and all that. It was never in OTF Vonnie's life. And then comes out the blue with some accusations about them giving a bag to Lil Tim to allegedly kill or unalive King Von. Now, I'm straight up not fucking with that conclusion. I'm sorry. It don't make sense to me, but I'm gonna tell you what do make sense to me. What do make sense to me is the three snakes in the room. Now, OTF Vonnie, everybody's going back and forth about who's snitching and if he could be snitching and blah, 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 blah. All right. Like I said, start with OTF Vonnie father. He came out of nowhere. He implicated his son for something that he didn't even know about. Like, he went on a ride, basically. He said, drop the bag off to Lil Tim and don't even know what the money was for. And that was in 2019 when the beef ain't even really start yet. That's 2019. The beef with NBA Youngboy and Quando Rondo, that didn't even start yet. You know what I'm saying? So that's 2019. He's saying that's what the money was for, to kill Von that day, right? Now, that's all allegedly. I don't know. He's saying he's got proof and blah, blah, all this, all that. But on WAC 100, which I could play for you, we're probably going to listen to it a little bit. He makes him say he don't know what the money was for. You know what I'm saying? He literally right here. I'm gonna put it up.
Let me correct this. I bet ain't a charge gonna come from none of this poison coming out this dude's mouth.
It won't. You
He's
know why
saying
it won't?
No, it won't, because you lie.
You know why it won't?
You're a
You know why it won't? Why?
You are a liar.
Whether you know it or not.
The fact
whether
that you
know-
attempted to do this to your motherfucking own seed, nigga.
He not my son. Didn't you just say he wasn't?
Nah, hell no, he ain't your son. I'm saying that. Nigga, he ain't
Okay, so what you talking about? I'm doing it to a stranger. I don't give no fuck about no stranger.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. This nigga clout chasing at his best. Nigga, ain't you from Chicago?
No, I'm from Mississippi.
Fuck that.
Let me tell you
nigga.
this, man.
And by the way, Wack, Remo vetted him. This is a picture of them right here.
Guess what? It's been 5 years. Y'all motherfuckers been knowing about this since a week.
I want to get to the part where he says he don't know.
You said got a guilty conscience.
That's what you said. It been weighing.
Who said that?
You said that, nigga.
You can't never say, he ain't never hear me say that motherfucker. Rewind this motherfucker. I ain't never said I got a guilty motherfucker.
Wait, hold on. Wait. So remind us, why are you...
Let me tell you something. I got to ask.
We're going to find out that this is 24 hours out of the motherfucking day anyway. This nigga ain't got it.
Don't even 10 hours out the day. It ain't 24 hours out the day. It's 26.
What's up?
Hey, man, it's 26
you gotta
hours
look
a day,
up the work on it. You gotta see if there's any work.
Nigga gonna say, yeah, he gave me some money, I killed him. You dummy.
Hey, I mean, like I said,
I did all this for
collaborate with.
You did all this for nothing.
I told him who could support his statement. Now, whether or not they willing to do it, not that's.
Well, ain't nobody.
Hey, whack. He said that per his religion. He said the blood money that came from that. He said the blood money that came from that was never distributed to the family. He didn't.
No. Stop.
Are you
nigga don't know none of that.
Stop. Listen, I said you pay the family. You pay the family. You give your life, or you pay the family the blood money. This is what Islam says: the blood money for taking the life of. You know about halal goofball.
Everything about this nigga's progress.
I know you. Now we said many holes you got your motherfucking face. You gotta eat pork. All the motherfucking crazy. Can't take Islam away from him.
Wait, you consider your son an enemy?
Eliminate Islam from this equation. I don't think none of them brothers will want Islam to be even involved in or incorporated in nothing you talking about.
Well, one thing,
try to destroy your son.
I would be a fool to give my enemy heaven. Or a person who did wrong, because that's what happened. Because Allah's al-Mustaqim, He's the avenger. You don't have the right to take no life.
Your enemy, bro.
You don't have the
his
right.
Enemy. You don't have the right. Think about that. Can you imagine if your father said you was his enemy, my nigga? Like, you hear this nigga, man? What? The fuck you calling your son your enemy?
Like 100% correct on this whole shit.
Anybody to take you with them to pay for your nephew's hit, and you didn't ask to go. What the fuck else could I be to him?
That's your assumption.
Assumption? Do you think I want it to be true? What
if you didn't know then, how you know now?
Man, you said what?
If you didn't know then, how you know now? Or did you know?
What you mean? How I know? How I know? What you mean? How I know what?
Know then, how you know now?
This is what I'm telling you. This it's no coincidence. Like I just told you right now. I don't know what the exchange was for, but it can't be no fucking coincidence that we passed this man some money. And then this the same person that ends up killing him. Like I said, I don't know what the exchange was. I can't listen very carefully.
I can't say right here, bro.
Listen very carefully.
I'm gonna blame you in a minute. You ain't even supposed to. You're not supposed to let me click on this platform with your exchange.
Listen, I can't say whether or not this exchange was for.
Yeah, I'm glad you can't. At least I got that out of you, nigga. Now I got that out of you. At least you come and clean.
I asked you that. Would you, if you would have known what the fuck it's for?
Because you was standing on it like it was real. Like I said, it can't be real. Because for you to know, that means you conspired with it, nigga.
Listen,
so you don't know shit.
Exchange with Lil Tim and Lil
you don't know shit.
Person to kill him later.
That could have been for anything.
All right. Now this is what I'm talking about right there. He would have to conspire with it in order for it to be true, which means he'd be going down or he'd be a key witness somewhere, held up somewhere. Like it would be a crazy, he wouldn't be all on these channels going crazy saying this. You understand? So it don't make no damn sense. It makes no sense. So, again, this is why I'm calling it a scary story, because I believe that there was some kind of backdoor situation, but we don't know from who. But I'm believing, from my opinion, and y'all let me know if you think I'm close, but y'all just let me know and y'all keep it real with me. So Vonni father come out of nowhere with this shit after not being in his life. He come out of nowhere with this shit. Is he doing it to help him? Is he doing it to help his son? Because his son did transpire to kill Von. Maybe he did. Maybe OTF Vonni, because OTF Vonni got caught stealing. OTF Vonni got caught stealing multiple things. OTF Vonni First of all, they met him in 2020, right? 2021. He's not from O Block. He's not from, you know what I'm saying, Chicago. He's from Atlanta. King Von and Vonnie are not real cousins. So I don't know why people keep jacking that. They are not cousins. Their dad was friends. They were best friends. They allowed OTF Vonni to have credit cards in the OTF name. So because he was smart with money and shit, he knew what he was doing with money. I believe that he was seeing all that money come in and he got a little too greedy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's seen that maybe Vaughn wasn't, you know, smart with the money. You know, Vaughn was a street nigga. He only knew street shit. Sometimes some niggas really don't understand the concept of a computer or how it works, or you know what I'm saying? They'll sit there and sometimes people will tell me, how do you do all this stuff? It's like, I don't know. I just learned how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and guess what? There's some people that just learned how to go and do street shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, so he is out there helping them with the OTF credit cards and the money, and he don't know what he's getting. He don't know if he's getting robbed. He don't know yet. That shit comes out later on. He didn't even live long enough to even get that far to probably realize that somebody is stealing from him. You know what I'm saying? So I believe he was stealing from him. Plus, it was rumored from somebody very close to O Block. This comes from a very likely source from O Block, that he was OTF Vonni was fucking King Von's baby moms. So again, snaky shit. That's all snaky shit. So he was his manager. He wasn't really a OTF like killer type. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't like that. So you know, I believe if there was anything snaky going on, like some backdoor type shit, and Von knew there was. King Von knew that there was something going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, but why wouldn't he have in his life, right? This is my question. Vaughn was a smart dude when it came to street politics and street shit and watching his, you know, watching whatever he had to watch. You know what I'm saying? So if he knew something wasn't right, because they were saying that leading up to his death, and he even made a song about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said, tell them goofies not to touch my casket when I die. You know what I'm saying? Like, so why wouldn't he just divide it right in half? OTF against motherfucking O Block. That's it, nigga. Now I'm not fucking with you, you not fucking with me, because I done heard or feel some type of way about something that happened or something that was said, like, you know what I'm saying? Or he just felt some type of way. Like, maybe he just felt some type of way, like, oh, this nigga, I feel like he gonna backdoor me or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why would he stay right there with Durk to the end? And then a lot of people also, they question this part. Oh, why wasn't he with him that night? Because they were in an ongoing case together. They were not allowed to be near each other. All right. So throw that out the window again. People are stupid. They don't know the whole thing. They don't know the story. They don't know like the little details. They just know the big ones, like things that like this shit, like this man saying, oh, he set him up. So now everybody's saying it. Lil Durk set up. Now that's everybody's headline everywhere. But you're not looking at the small facts, bro. He said that OTF Vonnie's father said that he wanted Von out the way because he was surpassing him in, you know, music. But that don't make no sense to me. He's the one who gave his man the shot. You know what I'm saying? He's the one who did that. He's the one who, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what they did. Like, some people say it was because he was getting messy. Vaughn was, you know, still doing crazy shit. Technically, no. Technically, during the Varsity shooting that happened, that the case that he beat, that was Lil Durk's hand out the window. So who was really getting crazy. Like, you feel me? They was both crazy. You know what I'm saying? And in one of the songs that Durk put out, he was like, I'd rather be in a jail cell for life than be a millionaire. Because that's the way some street niggas think. That's just the way it is, bro. Like, that's, you took my brother, my friend, my whoever, they you know what I'm saying? They don't care about this money shit. Because at the end of the day, how many bitches can you fuck? How many houses can you buy? You know what I'm saying? Like, how much can, you know what I'm saying? What's the peak, bro? That he was probably sick of it, bro. He been taking care of motherfuckers for years, bro. Durk been taking care of motherfuckers for years. For years and years. Like, come on, bro. Like, that nigga was sick of this, bro. Sick of all this backdooring and people being secretive and all that shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, you get sick of that shit, bro. Like, when you're at the top, bro, you get sick of that shit. You get sick of all that shit. People always looking to you for something. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch your back 24/7. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, it's heavy. It's heavy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so OTF Vonni, he was already stealing. Then after that, he has a safety deposit box with, like, I don't know, somewhere close to 300,000 in it after Vaughn's death. Okay, which supposedly was stealing from Vaughn. He stole that from Vaughn. So we know his motive. His motive is clear: to take as much as he can. That's his motive, to take as much as he can. That's the way I see it. Now, the other sneaky person I see in this whole situation is Kayla B. Kayla B said in an interview that she was home sleeping, or on a live or something. She was home sleep. But there was people from O Block that said that that was a lie. She was in the car with them. Who told them to turn around and go to that club? I think that's what we really need to find out. Who made a call and said, yo, turn around and go to this club? They replaced the driver from a security to a regular driver. He wasn't a bulletproof car or truck, whatever. But who woke him up? These are the people you need to really look at. Who woke him up? Who called them to tell him to go to that place? Supposedly, that place was from, again, allegedly, bro. Supposedly, that was a meetup spot so that they would meet them there. They were supposed to meet there. This wasn't a by mistake thing. But it also, like Whack 100 said, it also don't look like no motherfucking hit neither. It don't look like no hit, bro. There was bullets coming from everywhere, and then they said people are running with, too, the fact that he got shot by another bullet. Did y'all forget that there was cops on the scene, undercover cops, like literal cops in regular clothing shooting at people? Of course they're not going to want to say, oh, yeah, we're the ones that killed them. What if Lil Tim shot didn't kill Vaughn? What if one of the fatal shots were one of the cops' bullets? What happens then? Then the cops is in trouble. Don't you think they're going to cover that up, bro? Come on, bro. We dealing with cops here. The biggest gang in America. What you talking about, bro? Biggest gang in America. If they shot the fatal shot that killed Vaughn, because they said he was still alive in there. The doctor said it. That he was still alive after 2 surgeries and even got up and then died because he went into shock. He was talking and everything. Something about, he said, where's my gun? Got up, trying to rip the stuff off of him. And then he went into shock. Or else he might have made it. But he had too many injuries. I don't think he would have made it. Maybe. I don't know. Only doctors know. I ain't no doctor. But my point is, there was a lot of shady shit going on that night. And from the release party or wherever he was at doing his little shit, the concert, to where he got shot at, somebody made him change directions. Now, I don't really remember anybody being very clear on why he changed directions or who called and told him to change directions and who woke him up to come see Lil Tim or to come see Quando Rondo. Maybe they thought it was to squash the beef. Maybe they was just about to fight it out. I don't know. Maybe he didn't know. They say the boy was off the, he was off the yerks, whatever, you know what I'm saying, or off the motherfucking the E's, whatever, you know what I'm saying? He was off the E, whatever, in the toxicology report. But he could have been coming down off of him. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to get real deep into it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe he was down off of him. Maybe he was starting to, you know what I'm saying? Because it was getting late. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it was starting to come down. Maybe he was getting tired. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, and they say that in the video, the person that went and they look how close they are together, bro. Look at how close. Got all these OTF members out there. Like, obviously, it was a meetup. Maybe King Von did something irrational that nobody thought he was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? How do we not know that? Like, rest in peace, King Von, bro. Like, I'm not trying to put no dirt on him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to put no dirt on no dead, no nothing, because I fuck with King Von. King Von is one of the illest niggas out. You know what I'm saying? Like, still to this day, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? One of the illest. So, but how do we know that he was like, man, fuck this talking shit? I'm gonna snuff this nigga. Like, you feel me? You don't know. Maybe they were supposed to talk it out. Maybe it was gonna squash it or something. He was like, nope, that ain't happening, nigga. I'm still a street nigga. Like, you don't know. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this man making it something that it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what he's trying to do, but I don't believe anything gonna come from it. And that's exactly what Whack 100 was saying. He don't believe that anything gonna come out of that. Now, when it comes to Kayla B, another suspect situation. How the fuck is she saying she's not there, but an O Block member says she was there? She was in one of them cars or in the car with him, or that she was there that night. And they do say that she went to every single show of King Bonds. Every single show. That's crazy. And then on top of that, FBG Butter, my fault. FBG Butter, shout out to FBG Butter. They had no idea. These are his words from a interview. They had no idea that Kayla B was a op before Von blew up. And she was one of the ones who stole right after he died. She stole a bag. She stole a bag, a pair of shoes, a coat, and the hard drive with his music on it. And this is, I'm gonna say allegedly, but this is allegedly from a close O Block member that Kayla B that she did all that. And well, as a matter of fact, that's actually a fact because his brother, Vaughn's brother said that he seen her leave with that stuff. But allegedly from a close O Block member, Kayla B was with King Von that night. The shooting happened. And was at almost every single show that he had. But they did not grow up for real together. You see her in the picture that I got up right now. they did not grow up together. She was on she was on she was on 63rd. My fault. She was on 63rd. So she was on 63rd, bro. Like she grew up there. You could see it. She grew up there. She definitely grew up there. All right. You know what I mean? Like, and then she was stealing stuff from him too. So there's some snaky shit going on right there between OTF Vonni and Kayla B. There's some snake shit there. There's just too much snake shit going on there. And obviously the father to come from out of nowhere and say that shit, all this shit, like, and really not have no, and supposedly, you know what I'm saying? He's been shot at. I don't know. Trenches News said that he's been shot at, but that's again, I'm trying to talk facts. I don't know about that. But supposedly he was shot at. This man is just, I feel like he's doing some real trolly ass shit. But I guess that's what you got to do to get it when you a lame. I don't know. You feel me? So, that's basically what it's hitting for, bro. Like, I feel like they were playing a divide and conquer game. Like his father was playing a real divide and conquer game. Like basically trying to divide OTF and O Block, trying to divide King Von, or I mean Durk's fan base and people from him. But we ain't hearing no outcries from OTF or O Block. Nobody's like jacking it. Nobody's like, yeah, yo, we heard some shit. Everybody's being quiet. Why is everybody being quiet? Because Durk's still running shit. Durk is still like, yo, chill out, y'all. Don't even worry about that, man. You know what I'm saying? That man a goofy. Because that's what I would do. I would be like, that man's a goofy, bro. Let that nigga rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like a safety net. You out there going around on all these platforms. Nigga, if we smoke you, then they're gonna say it was us. And that's real rap. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe they set that up to be a fight that night or a talk. And shit went sideways, bro. I don't really believe that was no hit. And if it was a hit, it was a sloppy ass hit. But it wasn't too sloppy because the man didn't get hit. Quando Rondo didn't get hit. So, I mean, that's a lot of bullets flying for a man not to get hit at all. And for his man only to get hit in the leg. So it definitely could have been some kind of backdoor and set up shit, but maybe it was done just right. I don't know. Maybe it was made to look a little messy and a little perfect. I don't know. I don't know if that's possible with all them bullets flying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep it real. So, there's a lot of bullshit surrounding this. You know what I'm saying? But Durk's murder for hire trial was scheduled October 14th, 2025. It was rescheduled from an earlier January 7th, 2025 date to allow for more preparation time due to the case's complexity and number of defendants involved. Next motion related to the case is set for August 11th. I don't know why I said 11th and 14th because it's saying that everywhere I look. Saying some say 11th, some say 14th. I don't know. As of August 25th, Durk's case, born Durk Banks, is awaiting trial in a federal murder for hire. He remains in custody after being denied bail several times, citing factors such as flight risk and potential danger to the community. Charges are conspiracy and murder for hire, using firearms, including machine guns, and therefore of a crime resulting in death. Allegations: alleged Durk orchestrated a murder for hire plot targeting Quando Rondo in relation for the death of King Von, resulting in the death of Lil Pop. Everybody knows that. I just want to go over it once again. The evidence in this case involves 230 gigs of digital files and 20,000 papers of reports. And it's all music shit. It's all music shit. His lawyer said it. If you watch everything, I mean, this is why I'm breaking it down for you so you can watch it all in one place. His lawyer said it's all music. They don't got no real evidence. And it says it right here. On November 7th, that Durk celebrated and profited from a revenge murder that he ordered, but the claim was false as the song was made before the shooting happened. They couldn't find probable cause for the song Wonderful Wayne because it was recorded in July 22 of 2022, 7 months before the murder of Lil Pop. Such an error requires dismissal of indictment. So a lot of the stuff they have could be thrown out if OTF Vonni is not a snitch. Now, again, I want to get into that too. All right. I'm going to put it up on the screen, actually. We're going to get into that too, because he could be a snitch, but he can also not be a snitch. That's the thing about it. It sucks. You know what I'm saying? Because it's 100% possible, but it's also could be not possible. Like, let me see if I can get it in here. Hold on. I might not be able to. That's all right. I could read it. I'm going to read it for y'all. Hold up. Okay, he filed a protective order. OTF Vonni filed a protective order. Now, obviously, so is a protective order mean you're cooperating? It says no. A protective order being issued in a court in Atlanta does not necessarily mean the parties involved are cooperating with each other. What is a protective order? A protective order is a legal document issued by a judge to prevent someone from engaging in harmful or potentially harmful acts towards another person, according to dubious law. It is often issued in cases of domestic violence, harassment, stalking, or abuse. Protective orders don't require cooperation. The purpose of a protective order is to ensure the safety and well-being of the protected party, not necessarily to foster cooperation between the parties involved. In fact, many protective orders impose restrictions that prevent contact or communication between the parties, directly contradicting the idea of cooperation. So that's saying that people are saying, oh, but his if you go on the DOC or the whatever, that it'll say he's out of jail. Yeah, that could be because he is taken out of that jail so that he's no longer around any OTF members or O Block members. So you can't really say he's snitching yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the texts that are circulating around with him talking to whoever doesn't necessarily mean he's snitching either. It can mean that he is just basically saying, what if I take a plea? Like he's trying to think of his, you know what I mean? And people are taking it out of context. You know what I'm saying? Like saying that he's going to take a plea. Like he's not going to, you know what I'm saying? He's not going to take a, you know what I'm saying? If he takes a plea, then everyone has to take a plea. You understand? So that's not real either. So when it comes down to it, honestly, I think that there's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of bullshit. There's a lot of corny shit going on. If anything was orchestrated in the death of King Von, I think it would have something more to do with OTF Vonni than anyone. I feel like he would be the one that would have done something foul or set something up foul. You know what I mean? And that's why he may be running scared right now. Like, I don't even want to be in that jail. I want to be somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, that could definitely be a possibility, something like that. And maybe his father is like, oh, you know, we got proof of this. And, you know, he wanted to stir the pot so that his son could, you know, get out of this. You know what I'm saying? Like try to get weasel his way out of it or something. I don't know. Like it just sounds snaky, but you know, it sounds like they're trying to trick us type shit. And I'm not falling for the tricks. You know what I'm saying? Like not at all. I don't believe that this man that is being accused of trying to kill someone else, that he's gonna go and kill your man, but then you orchestrate a murder to kill your man, but then get murdered for hire for orchestrating the hit on the men that, you know what I'm saying, that took your life, that took your you know what I'm saying? Like how does that make sense? You got to make it make sense, bro. Like this shit don't make no damn sense, and ain't nobody gonna tell me to run with something. I'm not gonna pick nothing up and run with it, bro. You crazy as fuck. It's not gonna happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so miss me with that shit. I'm gonna touch on the varsity case real quick. They tried to scam Lil Durk, but the dude had an open case in scamming, which turned into a federal case plus a shooting in Atlanta. Durk's lawyers reversed it on them. You know, basically saying like, you no longer got a law-abiding victim. Like, you know what I'm saying? This dude had a gun in the car during this whole situation. And, you know, like, he ain't no, like, you know, he ain't a law-abiding citizen. He's a street guy, just, you know what I'm saying? Just the same. And they finagled their way out of that. Like, Lil Durk's lawyer got his way out of that. You know what I'm saying? Like they found a way to get up out of that. And you know what? At the end of the day, even if, because people are saying that he's had to snitch to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? He had to snitch on Vaughn. Like, bro, if I'm dead, bro, hell yeah, snitch on me. Hell yeah, snitch on me, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, why? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck, nigga? Like, Nigga, like if that's what's gotta happen for my man to be free, then I'm dead. What does it matter? You know what I'm saying? Like it don't matter. I don't see why people are even bringing that shit up. That's corny to even talk about. But I guess that's just the way it is. So yeah. That's it about that varsity case. But yeah, Kayla B didn't even, you know what I'm saying? You got Kayla B not growing up with, Vaughn. She didn't even start hanging out with him until he started blowing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't know if she had anything to do with the actual murder itself or knew about it, but if it was a setup, allegedly, if it was a backdoor, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know if she had anything to do with it, but I know she did some snake shit. You know what I'm saying? She was a little crumb snatcher. Like, basically, she took stuff from his house, you know what I'm saying? And that came out the mouth of Vaughn's brother. She took a bag, shoes, coat, you know what I'm saying? Like, she took dumb shit. So, you know what I mean? Like, but and this whole little like scary story, which could possibly blow up to be a real actual scary story. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You never know what this kind of shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm just saying that I'm not believing it and I don't see it. It don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? And it looks like the father's either clout chasing or trying to get his son out of something, or I don't know. They trying to do something weird, trying to get money off of the situation. I don't know. I don't know what they trying to do. It's a funny situation, but I just don't believe that this man is gonna risk his life with a murder for hire and probably a RICO soon, nigga. You never know, like with this kind of shit, because they're just gonna keep hitting them with stuff until they get something that sticks. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of shit they do. So yeah, at the end of the day, like you don't really know, but that's why this is a scary story, bro. It's a scary story, bro. Stay out the fucking streets, bro. Stay out the streets. If you're not ready to be behind that wall for the rest of your life or end up dead by 20 or 23 or 25, stay out the streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, do something. There's so many things to do in life, bro. Do something, be something. You know what I mean? But street niggas know what's up. Real niggas know what's up. And regular people know what's up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, life is life, and we only get so much of it. So at the end of the day, rest in peace to everybody who lost their lives. You know what I mean? And free everybody till they free, till it's backwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't really much more to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with Lil Durk, fuck with OTF, fuck with Old Block. Rest in peace, Vaughn. Rest in peace, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, you know what I'm saying? And for everybody, again, you know what I'm saying? It's Catch a Jukes TV. We out of here. Hey, yo, you already know. Let's get it going. Please hit the subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what y'all want to talk about. Whatever. We're going to talk about everything and anything. You hear me? Everything and anything. That's what we're going to start doing. All right? So let's talk about it. A to the Yizzo. We out.
Everything in the way that it's gonna be big. I ain't looking at nothing small no more.
Really, You at that point to where, bro, you done got that big ass track record to where you don't even have to prove nothing to nobody. Now it's about you growing as an individual.
Boy, he just dropped some shit. Instead of that,
Yeah, it gotta be a purpose.